Hey, Ambix0 again with eye effect number 2, rainbow filled eyes. I'm actually still exporting the first video, that's how fast I'm doing these. Just bored. So now what we're going to do is create a rainbow effect in the eye, and there's like a few different ways we could do it. I'm going to do the fastest way, I guess is the best way to put it, fast. So what I'm going to do is create a backup of this. We're going to drag it into a new layer. And I'm also going to create something about the size of the eye. This time I'm not going to feather it, if you saw the last video. About there is good. And I'm just going to V-layer, I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to create a new layer above that, and I'm going to fill this in with black, because we're not actually going to use this, it's going to be a mask. So, remember that. Okay, now create a new layer, and now what I normally do is I take a soft brush and I start overlaying colors down the color chart, like red, and then I bring it down to pink, then make blue, then make this bluish green, then green, yellow, red. But this is probably faster, so what I'm going to do is take my gradient tool, and in here you can find your rainbow colored gradient. So I'm going to take that and click, hold shift to make a straight line, and drag to the other side. I'm actually going to drag a little further because red's on there twice. Okay, so there we go, there's our colors. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blur this a little bit so that they blend even more. Blur. That seems good. And then I'm going to scale it down so we can fit most of the colors inside the eye. So we don't actually need to scale it that way. Apply. Okay, then we're going to right click on our gradient and hit create clipping mask. And what that's going to do is cut it, not necessarily cut it, it's only going to show in the shape of the layer that was before it, that black circle that we made. So now what we can do with our black circle is we can actually, probably should have feathered that to begin with, but let's just do a filter, blur, Gaussian blur, which is basically the same thing. Now you can see it's already affecting the layer on top of it, so let's just blur that out a little bit. Move the circle over. Alright, and now we can slide our colors to see what colors we want to get in there. I'm going to scale it down even more. So you probably hear that plane going overhead. Okay, that seems to be a good enough amount of colors for me. Now what we can do is set this layer to overlay. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not right. Normal, we should set the mask to overlay, because that's what it's really seeing. And now we get this multicolored eye thing, which is extremely cool. Lots of people love it. You know, if you join this with our other effect from the last tutorial, I'll just briefly do that. I'm not going to tell you how. You can just watch the other tutorial to figure that one out. If I just go in here really fast, and then burn the middle. There you go, that's all of last tutorial really fast. Okay, another thing you can do is just, mess around with it. I like to twirl the color, make this swirly effect. It's actually pretty cool. Distort, twirl, just do something like that, and move it up, and scale it up a little bit. Okay, cool. And now we got this multicolored swirl thing going on, which is pretty sweet. Used a lot. I see that it's getting on the eyelid a little bit, so let's just take a soft eraser to that. And just, I'm using the blur tool, not the eraser tool. Awesome. Just kind of erase that really soft. We kind of got a hard edge going up here too, so if we could just, notice I'm doing it on the mask, because that's what is affecting the color. If I was to shut off the mask, or I'm sorry, and then release clipping mask, you would see that all the color is actually still there. The mask would just well, does what it sounds like, it masks it. Okay, so that was easy eye effect tutorial number 2. If I think of another one, I'll definitely put it out there. If you guys have suggestions for Photoshop tutorials, I'll gladly take them. Most likely do them. Ambig0 out. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff you guys already know how to do.